Right, welcome everybody to another episode of Chris and Dave's Reality Cast. I'm one of your hosts, Chris Phelps, and my co-host and very good friend is Mr. Dave Horrocks.
Hey there, Chris, and hello to our listeners out there. Welcome to Chris and Dave's Reality TV Cast. We're covering The Bachelor, Season 26, Episode 5. Sorry, Chris, before you started recording there, the way you cleared your throat, it just took me back to planes, trains, and automobiles. It's just literally, it's like where they go, hell of a game. So I started thinking of that scene and I was struggling to keep it together there. So sorry about
that. I'm thinking, have I said the wrong podcast? Because we've done that before, both of us, haven't we? We've done the intro and said VHS Strikes Back or Comets in Motion. But what the main thing you need to, be happy is that my hand's not between your thighs days like John Candy's was. But there you go, or Steve Martin.
Well, or sad.
It's 200 miles away from each other, Dave. So let's just that.
Hell of a game. So, Chris, here we are. We're back again with The Bachelor, and my word, it just continues on the trend, on the trajectory that it's been on before. So, where do you want to start? I mean, well, as if I don't know.
Well, I think
there's only one show in town, isn't there?
There is, and I think I have two. You know what? I have a problem with one of the people in this fucking couple, and I've also, and you wouldn't expect this, but we're going to change it next week to the Shanae show, because obviously it is all about Shanae. She is horrid, right, Dave? But I've got to say, I'm warming to her. People are like, what are you talking about? She is wicked. She's an absolute pantomime villain, but I love the fact she's coming in the camera going, I don't give a fuck. Even fucking Clayton, she's like, put two fingers up, fuck you. I'm just here for the ride. I absolutely, every time she's on screen, I've gone from absolutely hating her, like, I haven't said it in over, like, fucking get her off, she's a disgrace, blah, blah, blah. But as it's gone on, I'm just like, she doesn't care. She is the person on Love Island who would take the 50 grand. We spoke about this earlier, and you said it, and you're right. And she is, and we need her on Love Island to steal that money because she don't care. And I've got an issue with Clayton, Dave, because he is a dick. He's thinking with his fucking dick, nothing else. Because why would you keep Shanae in when you've got not just one red flag? We've got the whole of the fucking Formula One fucking teams on the finish line red flagging him going, hello, Clayton, McFly, wake up.
Yeah.
He's a fucking bellend, that lad. And I don't like him, Dave. He's an absolute fake fucking good guy.
Oh, definitely. And the thing is, right, the other week, he tweeted out, didn't he, to Elizabeth, saying, I had no idea what was going on in the house. And if I'd have known, I'd have made a different choice. I wouldn't have got rid of you, Elizabeth, because I'm such a fucking great guy. Well, literally every girl in the house is saying, Shanae is a fucking nightmare. And he's like, He's got that really concentrated look on his face, like he's smelling farts or something. Yeah. Interesting. I hear what you say. Shanae, they're saying something wrong. And then she twists him around her little finger and he's like, well, I mean, she says it's all right now. She's apologized. Happy days. Every fucker in there has told you and given you the opportunity. So don't come out with your fake fucking apology that you would have made a different call, because you continue to keep Shanae in. And I'm glad you do, to be fair, but don't fucking come out and say, I had no idea. I was completely blindsided by this.
It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic because he is a drip, Dave. He's a fucking drip. We said that he was going to be a drip, didn't we? He's going to absolutely play the room. They're going to tell him where to go. Clayton, put your hand up, puts his hand up. Clayton, put your hand down, puts his hand down. He is an absolute fucking doormat. And honestly, he was annoying me so much more than the fucking Dick Dastardly Shanae act that we're getting. The twiddling moustache fucking bad girl sort of thing. She's a dick and she's not nice. She's in it for every single thing that me and you call out these people for. But at least she's honest about it. Whatever we think of her, she doesn't care. And I think it's
that's the thing,
great.
Yeah, that is the thing. Because most of the other people are trying to convince us, night one, everyone comes in. It's like, oh, Clayton, I'm so into you and stuff, and I could really see, well, the usual cliches. I could really see myself falling in love with you, and all this crap. And we're the dumbed down audience. We're expected to just believe all this horse shit. Whereas Shanae's like, this is all bullshit, isn't it? And then she's putting on an act to them, but we're in on the joke. We
Yeah.
are there, and she's sharing with us. Like, producers are doing it as well, obviously. I'm just fucking taking the piss out of this lot. Chris, when she gives her apology to the group,
God.
she was saying, like, her and Meryl Streep, she's higher than Meryl Streep for that Oscar-winning performance. I've got to agree with that. I think it was a pretty good crying apology there, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, okay, I accept your apology and whatever." And she's like, "Fuck you, bitches." It is so good, and it's just like I say, the fact that she's talking to the camera and sharing with us, a whole dastardly strategy. I just think it's brilliant, and it's so much better than trying to be fooled that any of this is real.
Yeah, I'm with you. I always hark back to this, so I apologize to you and everyone listening. But the guy who had the shakedown with the fuck, I love that episode from last series. It was so good with Tasha and Caitlin. From nowhere they decide to find this plan, and he's got it all written down there. She doesn't care, and what makes me laugh is it's so contradictory the way these shows run. Because at the end of the day, on any other show, any other person would have been kicked out in The Bachelor, wouldn't they, Dave? Bachelorette. There's no way that they would have stood for this. The Bachelor or The Bachelorette would have had her off straight away. I've never known. She's like one of them kids who does something wrong, gets a bollocking, goes and apologizes, and then gets a lolly for it. Because fucking Clayton makes her apologize because he wants to get his fucking leg over, get his end away. And then he's like, I tell you what, let's put my tongue down your fucking throat as a thank you. I mean, what? That is just enabling bad behavior. And I was getting so annoyed with him. I'm like, she's playing you. You're a dick. And I mean, like you said about the social media, his fucking social media is going to be busy this week apologizing to every single contestant. Like you said, Dave, I don't think we've seen one more apology from that fucking blagger. So, what an episode.
You know what, though? I mean, we've been poking fun at him because he's a bit of a buffoon. But actually, he tweeted out this week, when after the Shanae thing, the latest episode aired, and he's like, lock her up. He's even going down that fucking route. He's properly trying to, he's trying to jump on the bandwagon that she is the villain. And of course she's the villain. But she's intending to be the villain. She's fucking playing you. And she's not doing it sneakily. She's telling the fucking producers and the camera right there exactly what she's doing. So fair fucks to her. You're the fucking fake fucker. You're the one who's turned around and said, oh, I had no idea, despite being told by fucking everyone what was going on. And you basically want to get your leg over with Shanae and are just blinded to fucking everything. So, yeah, utter prick, if I'm honest, Chris. Not just being a bit of a buffoon, but actually with that lock her up tweet, what a fucking douchebag.
I'm with you, Dave. And you know what, though? Shanae's done something that I've not experienced watching The Bachelor and Bachelorette, is everyone else I don't care about. We've had, I think it's Selena was the one who's been grassing her up every week. Some of it was right to tell Clayton. He's not listening to Selena. And they're all sat there. And I don't care about any other contestant. I just want Shanae on the TV at the moment. How long it lasts, I don't know, because I'm sure at some point that, the baddie's going to get a comeuppance. But it's going to be like Scooby-Doo levels of, I'd have got away if it wasn't for them kids, because she's just entertaining. And I don't find any of the other contestants. He goes on a date with Serena. Serene, what a great date. Great chemistry between them. Don't fucking care, to be honest, Dave.
Get really don't care. Back on the camera.
I don't care. I might be falling for you. I've got feelings. I'm sure you have, mate. What a load of bollocks. The only bit I thought was good, though, was when that Russell Peters come on, the comedian. I didn't think he was dead funny, but when he was doing the roast, he's renowned for roasting. He went, hi, Jesse, you've got your stunt double with you, and you're both failed footballers and all this. And I was like, oh, he doesn't give a fuck here, you know. And that's it. But the crowd were fake. They were all extras in the crowd then. They're all like, oh, it's amazing. But that was quite good because he was playing on Clayton being basically a plank of wood and just sort of roasting. But then the girls, every single one of them went in at Shanae, and I'm thinking, Clayton's still not reading the fucking memo here. Every single contestant is laying into it.
But he had no idea, Chris. You know, or else he would have got rid of Shanae. He had no fucking idea. Like, he's Homer Simpson, basically, isn't he, with the monkey with the symbols? Like, fucking everyone's slating Shanae, and he's just like, ding, ding, ding. Fucking no one's home.
It's like, donuts. You know what I mean? It's just, I cannot. I want donut now, Dave. But I genuinely, you're right. I'm just sat there going, I don't get what he's after. Are they having a bit off camera? Is she absolutely a wild terrier in the bedroom or something? Is this why? Is there something going on we don't know about? Because there is no logical reason for her to stay in other than the producers are just egging it on. And they might be having a word with him going, oh, no, she's not that bad, you know. Just keep it going. And then like now, it's like one of them things, and it's like, I knew it. You know, it's like, no, mate, you didn't. You look like an idiot. And I think as this goes on, I don't even know who he's going to get with at the moment, Dave, because it's going to take a turn where one of them's going to, because one of the girls stayed this week. I don't even know who she is. She's not even been involved in any of the dates since she got a rose. And I'm thinking, why have you not, a blonde girl? I was like, why have you not been on camera? I don't even know who she was.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think this episode was a proper mixed bag, wasn't it? And all of the best bits were to do with Shanae and that drama. And the date stuff was just like, it was going back to the Bachelor that we hate, you know, that when you stick it on and it's like, oh, fucking hell, got 2 hours to get through. So we have to talk about it. So I just think I wasn't interested in the Serene date. You know, just, yeah, all of it. It was just Bachelor 101, wasn't it? Oh, give us a fucking sob story and yada, yada, yada. We had the fucking day date and then a dinner date. It's so formulaic. And then, you know, it gets back to Serene. It's like, all right, okay, I'm back in.
What about though, like that Jesse? I know they said he's the new host, right? I'm not sure whether he's going to be here for the second series, Dave. I'm not going at the fucking contestant again, by the way. I'm not calling him out.
Oh, fucking
hang on a minute. Wait a minute. I need to rephrase that. I'm going to get him told off again. But what I mean
what's wrong with him, Chris?
Yeah. He's a great guy. No. There
not as good as Caitlin, though, in my opinion.
Fuck you. I've not mentioned her. I was told off. I was put in my place. I think it's by Maria. So I held my hands up. I apologize. But anyway, no, I just don't think it doesn't bring anything. I don't know where they're going with it, whether he is the permanent host. Maybe he is. He sort of alluded to that at the start of the show. But when he comes on, he is right. It's just like him and Clayton. You can just imagine him texting each other. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Yeah. How are you, bro?
Dude.
Bro. Yeah, dude.
Sweet.
Yeah. You know, he just and then that Russell Peters when he went, oh, you're married, aren't you? But it wasn't on this show. You know, I did like that. I was like, basically what you told me about he had to get married, didn't he? Basically to do the show or something. That's one of the rumors. So yeah, I can't buy into him. But I think you're right. I think it went formulaic. It was old school Bachelor. Just completely boring. They're in Toronto and all doing all these different things. There's a couple of.
It was actually international this week, you know, despite the fact they were saying it was international last week and it was in fucking Texas. At least they went to Toronto this time. I mean, it's like me and you going to fucking Wales, isn't it? And calling Scotland. Oh, where are you going on your holidays? Oh, gonna go international. Gonna head over to Wales.
You don't need your fucking passport, do you? My fucking brother lives there, Dave. You know, it's stupid. But yeah, you're right. You totally. I'm with you on it. There isn't a lot to talk about really as the episode went on. He ditched Shanae and Genevieve. They were going on a 2-on-1 day, which we don't even see really. We just get a VT. He goes on the group date, doesn't he, with the girls, but because they're all vying for him. it doesn't. I just don't think any of them hit really. The group dates I get quite bored of, unless like what Sinead or whoever was it, Cassidy, sorry, who did it at the birthday party where she just went off, didn't she, and did her
Oh
own thing and
yeah,
was
fuck you
snogging
guys.
Clayton. I'm not fucking messing with these kids. See, and then the cake goes over. Obviously, that kid, you showed it me, didn't you? You've seen it on the subreddit where someone, it was actually the kid had been told to push the cake over, but she got the blame and all that stuff. So it just, they're the bits that are good about this series. And I am enjoying it. I've got to say, this is by far the most enjoyable Bachelorette series we've done so far. And this is the fourth one, and I am enjoying it.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely. But it is all about the villains, isn't it? And you do kind of get sucked into the villain play, if you like. When Shanae's actually doing this shit, you're like, oh fucking hell! Can you imagine if that was real life? You
Oh
would
my
be pissed off
God.
with that
Oh.
person. But like I say, it's the fact that we're in on the joke. She's being very upfront. This is what I'm doing, and so I kind of, it's more when you digest it later. It's like, yeah, she is the reason why this season's quite good.
Yeah, she is, Dave. I mean, we had Cassidy, didn't we? As I just said, she was a baddie with Shanae. They were sort of like a tag team at one point. At one end of each episode, one of them was being bad. I'm just not sure because they play it well, the producers. Who the hell is going to be the baddie after Shanae goes? Because Shanae's not going to be here for much longer, Dave. I just don't think it. There's got to be a payoff, hasn't there? Unless,
I don't
unless she
know,
wins it.
when I don't know. I think he's that fucking blind. I mean, you get to the rose ceremony, don't you? And then ultimately we say goodbye to Jill, Lindsay, and Sierra, and then they're like, "Don't be stupid." I was just thinking, like, it's like walking up to a lion and saying, "Don't be a lion." I just think it just seems to block off anything that anyone says. And the thing is, when they show the previews, that I'm so sick of now, I keep seeing the same ones. It looks to me like Shanae could be one of those that's there.
Yes. Yeah. I think I'm sure when we talk about the stuff, that like we said, they ruin it, don't they, in the first episode, basically. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I've been intimate with two of you, sort of thing. I'm sure she was there, Dave.
But
She's there.
he says three. He says he's in love with three of them. It's like, what a fucking dick.
but it's brilliant. And I know, just going off slightly, but this has been great. We watch this once a week, but we've done, obviously, we put the review up for the first week of Maths, Dave, and already that is on. There's a Shanae there already selling it. If you haven't watched it, guys, if you get chance, please watch Married at First Sight. Season 9 of Australia. Already, It is glorious, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing.
But the difference is, like, that selling, she's the villain, but she thinks she's right. In the stuff that she's saying to the camera, she does actually believe the shit that she's saying. So it's not like, I forgot her name then. Switch context. What's your name? The villain here, Shanae. Too many sh's. You got Shanae selling. So yeah, Shanae is actually behaving one way and then saying, it's all a bit of a joke, really, isn't it? I fucking got this. I'm going to play it. Here's what I'm going to do. And then she does it. She executes her plan perfectly. And even when she, gets, things that don't go away, she still manages to make it work in her favor. Selling is just fucking horrible. Spoiler alert. But yeah, so that's why I think it's different. But by God, it is on fire again, isn't it? It's only the end of week. It's week 2. Yeah, I was thinking week 1 then. No, it's week 2.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Excellent show. But I think with this, Dave, this has been excellent, and I've enjoyed it. And I think whatever comes next, they've got to up it. They've got to, I honestly, I know look, this show is completely manipulated, and I use the fake with the quotation fingers as I say it. Fake, sorry, reality, it's completely fake. If they're going to push this narrative, they've got to have baddies like this all the time. And I know there has been baddies all the way through this show because we haven't been watching it from the start. I get that. But the level of Shanae, I will just like, you can't I mean, it is horrible. It's manipulative, and you have to watch for like the bullying. I did say the women have to watch as well, who are there for them ganging up on her, because that's where Clayton will sort of back into a corner and sort of defend them. That's what I think we're on the verge of. Even though they're right, she's doing everything. She's doing everything correct to win him over, go against the women, and he's buying it. And I think as a spectacle watching the show, she wants me. She's making me. I've never ever said this about The Bachelor. She is making me what I want next week's episode now. I want to see where it plays out. And I've never said that about The Bachelor in all the time we've been watching it.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. This season has been the best that we've covered for sure. I just a couple of small points, Chris. I mean, Gabby seemed to have quite a good date with him. Saw quite a bit of a connection there. Didn't really see her, but she seems to have come out of the pack. And then this weird 2-on-1 is going to be coming up next week, isn't it? With Genevieve and Shanae. And they're going off, Chris, to, I was going to say Alton Towers, fucking Niagara Falls.
He showed it, didn't it, Niagara Falls. But you're right. Genevieve's panicking. All the girls are talking. She's like, well, I'm pretty much gone here, because they know that they've played every card they can to get rid of Shanae. And she's still there. So I think Genevieve's thinking that she might be better fucking packing a case before she goes, because I think she might be leaving in a fucking taxi by the end of this date, because Shanae's just she is gonna railroad that day, and it's all gonna be about her and Clayton. Nothing to do with Genevieve. She's gonna be like, that's Genevieve. Can you get us a drink from the bar? Yeah, no, but can you just go and get us this? Yeah, that's all she's going to do.
Oh, she was just bullying me.
Yeah.
She's going to be wanting Superman to turn up, Chris. Oh. That's the most iconic thing I can think of when I think of Niagara Falls.
Oh, amazing. You know, it's my favorite, Superman 2, Dave. Amazing film. But anyway, I think that's it for me, Dave. I don't think I've got much more to talk about. I'm really happy with the way it's going.
Yeah, me too. This shit show is stepping up its game. And to think that we were nearly out, weren't we, after the last season? And it's like, oh, come on, this is a slog. But no, it's been brilliant. And Chris, I believe we've got an email.
We have indeed, Dave. And it's from our good friend Dee. And it's on the theme, pretty much how we've talked tonight. So it's a great email. She's put, Bachelor thoughts. Hi, Chris and Dave. So glad you're covering the season and enjoying it. It's funny to me because the things you guys enjoy, many American podcasters really crap on, but secretly enjoy also. But all is done with the understanding that 1, the devil works hard, but Bachelor producers work harder. That's so true. 2, nothing is real. 3, it's all about the Instagram followers and getting sponsorship deals. 4, everyone loves to hate a good villain, correct? And 5, once in a while, people actually fall in love. So that's very true. And then she put, that is what keeps us cynics coming back for more. And you are starting to catch on to the appeal of the show. You are stuck with us in the Bachelor Nation now. Will you accept this rose? Much love, Dee. Well, I'll accept the rose, Dave, because it's a lovely email. And I think Dee Dee's actually sending it to me because of, my indiscretion with Caitlin. I think she's just leveling it out. So.
You wish.
Well, yeah, she's sending me the rose anyway. Do you accept the rose, Dave? Because I accept it.
And I do. I mean, we...
No, Dave, no. Sorry to cut across you. Oh. We've got to say this before you carry on about the rose. Dave, this is the final rose. Carry on.
Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. No, brilliant email. And you know what? I'm going to roll out some cliches here, Chris. But with this franchise, we have been on our own journey, haven't we? We've grown a lot, waist-wise. It's been locked down. We have struggled to really embrace this whole franchise, haven't we? And I think it is nonsense. And I think the problem is we want to believe, Chris, don't we? We want to believe this nonsense, whether it's Bachelor, whether it's Love Island, whether it's Love is Blind, whether it's, well, maybe not too hard to handle, but we want to believe it, even though we know it's bollocks. And I think just the fact that The Bachelor is so fake, it's so much more fake than the others. I think we've kind of like struggled to warm up to it. So I think there's a bit of that, us just embracing the nonsense, the fact that the drama is the best bit of it. But I do genuinely think of the series we've covered, this is by far the best. You know, we covered Claire and Tasha's season, covered Matt James's season, we covered Michelle's season. This blows all of those out of the water.
Yeah. I think if Claire had gone for the full series, that probably would have been the best one. And that was our first one, really. So, but you're right. I'm with you, completely with you. It's just something different. And maybe we're mellowing in our old age, Dave. You know, I'm still got the reality radar on. It's still there, people, even though it's fucking terrible.
I quote from South Africa, your reality radar is shit.
Oh, the truth hurts sometimes. But anyway, right. So if you do want to support us, guys, get over to Patreon, patreon.com/ I nearly said the VHS Strikes Back / CD Reality Cast. If you want to follow us on social media at CD Reality Cast, and if you want to email us, cdrealitycast@gmail.com. So the old roll call of honor for today, guys. A big thank you to everyone who supports us, past and present. We really appreciate it. Michelle, Keith, Helen, Brianna, Noreen, Amy, Zoe, Joanna, Helen, Libby, Katie, Dee Dee, Priscilla, Susan, Hennessy, Lauren, Lucky Lulu Green, and Kent Gustafson. So thank you so much, guys, for your support. We really appreciate it.
No, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing, Chris. So I think that's us for today, isn't it? So just want to thank your good self, sir, and your crappy reality radar. And thanks to everyone out there for listening. And we'll speak to you next time.
Bye.